Several improvements have been made to the GSP plot backcut capability. So here's a backcut job that's been separated out into the front component as well as the back component. And what I'm going to do is, it's just a very simple job. I'm just going to take this job into GSP plot by using Shift F11 to output all. And here I am in the plot window. And I'll just set up some repeats. So I'll turn off my weed border and set some repeats. So I'll say 2 and 7. So once I have my job set up the way that I want it, so we'll go into the File menu and then Backcut. And the first improvement is that if I make any changes to the rules or the settings, so for example, I'll put the force at 50%, and I'll put my acceleration at 50% as well, or 60%. And I'll go ahead and I'll say multi-cut my shapes 2 times. Go OK, and then I'll tell it that I want to go ahead and preview this in a spool file. So the first improvement is that this job will automatically remember the settings that I used via the use of the PRM file. Previous backcut jobs did not use the PRM file to remember settings. So that's the first improvement. The second improvement is also in the Backcut dialog box. So if I go to the File menu and Backcut once again, there's a new Backcut template settings area up here at the top. And you can create a new template, and then you can reuse this template with all your backcut settings just by clicking on a button, as opposed to having to set up multiple parameters every time you do a backcut job. So setting, click on Save As, I'll call it 6.5, and then I can go down here and I can change my rules. So if I want my acceleration to be 100%, my force to be 100%, and my sharp corners to be 100%, I can go OK, and my multi-cut shapes 2 times. I'll click on OK, and then I'll tell it to go ahead and save. Yes, I do want it to replace. So the next time I come into GSP plot and I have a backcut job, I can go ahead and open up that 6.5 backcut template, and it's going to restore all of my settings for me automatically. The items that are included in the backcut templates are the items in this dialog box. So I can go here to the Rules button, and I can change my speed, force, acceleration, multi-cut shapes. And then also, if you go, you can set your backslit type. And then if you go into the Targets dialog box, you can also set up your targets if you want it to be center left, lower left, etc., and also the number of crosshair cuts. So these items are all included in the template that is saved in the Backcut templates for Omega 6.5.